Welcome back to the channel, guys. So Coach Manu now finds himself in a situation where he needs to convince the NFF that he's still on course to raising a formidable under-17 national team that will go on to Ghana and then snatch the FIFA World Cup qualification ticket for the under-17. And this is coming after the reports came out in several medias. Of course, on this channel we talked about it as well, that more than half of these under-17 boys failed the MRI test, the mandatory MRI test as required by the WAFU organizers. Of course, MRI test is basically the test that actually determines the age of players. So if you're floating over age players, MRI test is going to definitely find you out and then disqualify you and those players. But again, Garba is insisting that his boys, or the boys that are officially selected for the under-17, that they did not fail the MRI test. He actually gave a full statement to the Nigerian Football Federation defending himself and his boys. So what he said, I'm just going to try and summarize it, is that that the players that are officially in his under-17 team, that they didn't have issues with the MRI test, and that they are still preparing, and they are on course to be fully set for the WAFU competition. That the story about MRI test failure and all of that actually happened sometime last month when the camp was set up. Garba said that when the camp was set up, MRI test was part of the prerequisite for entering the camp, and as several football academies were forced to withdraw their players after the test declared most of their players to be on grade 5. Grade 5 is actually unacceptable. The acceptable grade for the MRI for under-17 is from grade 1 to 4. Anything above 4 is unacceptable. So he said that the sincere academies withdrew their players after they failed that MRI test sometime last month. But the unsincere ones obviously smuggled their players in. But right now, they've also been caught, and players have been sent back in. So this last set of players that were sent back in were actually discovered by NFF, who did a recent MRI test. But Manu is arguing that his players are still intact, the ones that are genuine, the genuine under-17 players, that they are still intact and unaffected by the MRI scan, and the plans towards the WAFU competition is still very, very secured. No compromises whatsoever. This is what he has now told the NFF. So you heard it from the man himself. Garba has now stated that there is no cause for alarm for Nigerians, especially after it came out in the news that more than half of the players have been disqualified by the MRI test failure. But he's insisting that the plan is still intact, and he's promising that Nigeria is going to get the ticket for the under-17 World Cup qualifier. Leaving that news, let me let you know that Finidi has now spoken out recently, and what he's now said is that he's going to need prayers and support to succeed in this job that he is about to undertake. Of course, in the last video I mentioned that Finidi plans to meet with the NFF this week so that he can finally talk about the contract and everything that it entails. NFF just announced this name. They've not given him any sort of memo or detail about what he's going to do with the team. But hopefully he meets them this week, as he said, and he's given the official mandate, the contract, the duration, salary, and everything, including the backroom staff, plans for the backroom staff. Based on the report, Finidi might be the one to pick for himself. We talked about that previously. The NFF actually referred a few people to him, but he wants to be the one to pick these assistants by himself. So he's now urging Nigerians to get behind the team in prayers and support. That's the two important things that they would need to get through to achieve great things with the Nigerian Super Eagles. Coach Finidi also talks about the players, the Nigerian Super Eagles players, and how he has been following them closely. Even in their club side, that he watches their games and that he's been familiarizing himself with how they play, and he's been with them, for several years now, from Coach Janet Raw up until Posero, that he knows these players, and what he just needs is to get the support of Nigerians and the prayers from them as well. He also talks about Nigerians not judging him based on the two friendlies that he has played, and just look forward to what he and his team will be able to achieve in the coming days. For the next update, guys, let me let you know that Victor Boniface was on the score sheet for Bayern Leverkusen as they thrashed Frankfurt 5-1. It's now his 20 goals involvement for Bayern Leverkusen in the league. He's had a total of 12 goals and 8 assists for all competition this season. And of course, you do know that he's been named as the striker and the team of the week for this season as well. He continues his good form. Obviously, this season we've seen him, done some incredible things. And if you ask me, this definitely puts him in the debate to win the African Football of the Year for the next one. But aside from him, Nathan Tella also did some magic for the game. He played 72 minutes of the game, got one penalty out of 2 penalties that Bayern Leverkusen got in the match. Tella got one for the team, and of course he was a very important player for that game. For Victor Boniface, he played a minimal minutes, making appearance for 29 minutes, scored 1 goal from the spot kick, and then 1 shot on target. Moving on, let me let you know that Chuba Akpom was also in fine form for his Ajax side yesterday as they defeated FC Volendam at their home. It was a 4-1 victory for Chuba Akpom's Ajax side, and Akpom was in blistering form as he scored 1 goal and also created 1 assist for the team. And we know this guy has been hugely criticized by Ajax, a lot of times, but he keeps showing up every time he's called upon to get the all-important goal. It's now his the 4th goal he scored in 5 appearances, which is incredible. And he's going to be definitely eyeing a call-up from Coach Finidi when he wants to select his team for the forthcoming qualifiers. But aside from that one, let me also let you know that Chukwueze was also, exciting for his AC Milan side, even though it was a little bit disappointing for his team as they couldn't get a win at Genoa. It was a 3-3 draw, but Chukwueze was able to create an assist for that game. But that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. React to any of the stories if you're connected to. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also subscribe if you've not done so. Take care of yourselves and have a lovely day ahead.